get everything out of the way quick so that Hagit can explain, because I am so taken by this piece. It is a cross, which you already know I'm very passionate about. When we spend a lot of time, me and you at home, the callers, talking about why it's so important for us. But there's an even more significant reason that this is an important cross that you can't even see. It is the New Testament cross pendant. And if you're looking and going, I don't understand what's New Testament about this, Hagit will explain.
Yes.
It's on 4 easy payments of $24.75. At its center and at its core is a ½ carat of amethyst, which gives it that life and that heart. And the sterling silver, of course, already has life. And the cross has life. But Hagit, honey, tell me what's going on back here.
Hidden in this cross, there is the complete New Testament.
The entire New Testament.
The entire New Testament is here on a silicone chip that you can read. You actually can read it with a special microscope. It's amazing.
This is incredible.
Amazing. You know, when the company who produces this, and that's the smallest New Testament in the
existence.
world. Yeah. And the company approached me.
Oh.
And they said they were looking for unusual designs to set this in, and they loved that you can see the inspiration in each of my pieces.
So I believe we have video to show on this that will kind of help explain how this comes about. So take a look.
Yes. You know, let me take you, Jennifer, by the hand to the old city of Jerusalem, where it all began. Visiting this most sacred and inspiring place in the world is in my homeland. Is always very special for me. You know, when I'm walking there in Via Dolorosa, I feel that I'm traveling through history. You can smell the spices and the scents in the air. Every story we heard from childhood, epic and heroic events, they become alive there. It's amazing. You can see it on the heavy stones, and you can feel the emotions on people's faces. And you know, there's only 10 minutes walk from the western wall of the temple to this place, which is the desirable church of the tomb. It's amazing.
It has to be palpable. You just feel it in the air, right?
Yeah,
and reverence and joy and people coming together and feeling as though you're thousands of years back in time, but also feeling very much in the present at the same time. I have to believe that.
And it's unbelievable that all this was the inspiration for this piece. And I felt that when I made the body for the cross, I wanted it to look like it was touched for many, many years.
Yes.
Like it's there, the material was there for many, many years, and loved and touched and finished, almost like a rosary that you touch, and you actually with the century, it changes.
That has been with you through all of your trials and with you in all of your triumphs at the same time. And then if we were presenting this cross alone, having watched that video, having listened to Hagit's words, looking at the sterling silver and feeling as though it were cloth that carried you through all of the phases of your life, if we stopped there, I would be saying, gosh, I know this is going to be your favorite cross, and it's going to carry you through the next phases of your life. On the reverse of this cross, whether you tell anybody or you're the only one who knows, it's called the Nano New Testament. It is microscopic, but it is literally from the first word to the last. Every word of the New Testament, words that have carried people like you and I through so many of our trials and triumphs, is in that chip. Take a look at this.
Yeah, this is how it's made. This is how the chip is made. It's only 5 by 5 millimeters of silicone slate, and I made a place for this in the back side, the intimate side of my cross.
So you were able to look through and read the words?
Yes, and we went to Jerusalem.
Look at this.
This is what you see. It's ancient Greek. Unbelievable. Magical piece.
And if you are a believer, as I am, that you can feel the energy in things, in stones, in places, in hands, I feel like you're carrying the energy of those words as well as the energy of the meaning of the cross inside. And I tend to wax very, you know, philosophical and nostalgic in those areas, but I have no shame for that when it comes to pieces that are inspirational.
But
And I know
this is what it is.
and if you relate to that, like if this speaks to you and your spirituality, I feel like out of all the crosses that you own, because this has the actual words inside of it, whether you can't read it in that moment, but you know they're there, is so powerful. And then it just happens to be a beautiful piece of jewelry that you picked up for less than $100. So it's no wonder to me that already 150 have been ordered. A lot of you, I'm sure, taking advantage of Easy Pay on this one. It's $24.75. It has that generous bail there, so if you need to put something a little thicker on there, you can, but it comes with the included chain. And then while I very infrequently spend this much time showing you the reverse of a piece, there it is.
And I've chosen to put it on the back side, on the intimate side.
Close to you.
Yes. And I wanted it to touch you, to touch your skin and your heart.
But take that to worship with you. Take it to family gatherings and show everybody that. I just think it's such a novelty, but then at the same time, something very powerful.
Yeah, and you know, in the front, I sealed it with the amethyst, which is the regal and very spiritual gemstone. And it's cut in the rose cut, which is the ancient cut of gemstones.
Of course.
So I really encapsulated my inspiring trip to Jerusalem in this cross.
You managed
for
to take the inspiration of that entire trip and encapsulate it into something that is a 1.5 inches in its entirety. And there's that amethyst in the center, which frankly I love against the purple backdrop.
It's
but
beautiful.
purple, especially embedded in this stone, is so deep and rich and dark that it becomes the heart of this piece. And look at the shine of that sterling silver. And then close to my heart, close to me, is that entire New Testament right there. I think that will probably prompt you to go back and open the book up and find your favorite passage again and know that you're wearing that favorite passage against you.
Yeah,
How beautiful.
I saw it in my own eyes. I had to.
Yeah.
I had to.
And the
see
fact
it.
that they reached out to you and said, Hagit, we would love for you,
I was
to
really
fashion
honored,
this somehow.
and I said, okay, but I want that for my QVC friends. So they said, okay, this is a museum collection, and you'll have your one. You can pick up the best that you like. So that's what I did.
300 have been ordered on this one. 1.5 inches long, 1.25 inch wide. Hagit, I'm sure people are going to ask, and I honestly don't know the answer to this question. Is there an Old Testament version?
Oh
or
yeah,
what?
there is the Bible,
Okay.
the Nano Bible, which we already introduced last
Okay.
time I was here.
Okay, so we can find it at QVC.
Different inspiration.
Okay.
Again, the stones of Jerusalem. It's beautiful.
What a fun presentation that was, and thank you for the video as well. All right,
Thank you.
J346587 is your item number there. So let's move now into a piece that is customer top rated, but I've got to give you the heads up on this. This is from the Kalos line. Hagit has a very close partnership with the